ìpínlẹ̀ Èkìtì wojire ilẹ̀ yìí ilẹ̀ ẹ̀yà lèkìtì ṣe oyè báyìí mọ̀ tó bóyin gbìyànjú sílẹ̀ kámúbàrún olèkìtì ayé mi ń jẹ́ jùyà. Èkìtì lọ́mọ olúṣù àrògùrò bẹ̀wọ̀ ọmọ olóṣè méjì takọtabo. Ìgbélárugẹ oúnjẹ àgbẹ̀dàgbàsókè lóríko. Èkìtì ní alára ọgbà ẹ̀dá òye. Ìṣèjọba kan dára ògbáyé gbádùn ara wò. Èkìtì ní alára ọgbà ẹ̀dá òye. Ìgbélárugẹ àṣà àti ìṣe àtúnṣe bí ìgbafẹ́. Èkìtì ní alára ọgbà ẹ̀dá òye.
Hello and welcome. This is Ekiti on the Move. I am Tunji Saliu. Ekiti is building strategic infrastructure today for tomorrow, and this straddles different sectors of the economy, especially in the carefully curated 6 pillars of the Governor Biodun Oyèbánjí-led administration. The entire landscape of Ekiti State is experiencing a construction frenzy of landmark projects that speak to the needs of our people, both for today and for tomorrow. We bring you 2 of those projects already nearing completion in today's episode of the program. Please sit back and watch an unfolding transformation right after our news highlights. Quick takes. In focus this week, Ekiti building strategic projects for today and tomorrow.
Ìpínlẹ̀ Èkìtì wojire ilẹ̀ yìí ilẹ̀ ẹ̀yà lèkìtì ṣe oyè báyìí mọ̀ tó bóyin gbìyànjú sílẹ̀ kámúbàrún olèkìtì ayé mi ń jẹ́ jùyà.
From the aperture along Iburoko Road to the 80-bed hospital on Adebayo axis, from the State House of Assembly complex at the Secretariat to the Fajri Park at the very heart of the state capital. And now, to the massive Okeyinmi Flyover Bridge and the magnificent Cultural Center. Governor Biodun Oyèbánjí is not playing. He is walking his talk with precision and dedication. These and other projects are the focus of this episode and the few subsequent ones. However, on this episode, we will be considering 2 landmark undertakings: the Ekiti Indoor Sports Complex and the Okeyinmi Ajilosun Flyover Bridge. For years, the Okeyinmi Ajilosun junction stood as one of Ado-Ekiti's most frustrating bottlenecks, a place where the city's heartbeat slowed to a painful crawl. This critical corridor, linking bustling residential neighborhoods with commercial hubs and government offices, became notorious for gridlock that stretched for kilometers during peak hours. Commuters lost precious man hours Emergency responses vehicles struggle to reach their destinations, and businesses along the route watched helplessly as the traffic chaos stifled economic life. This need for a bold structural intervention became undeniable.
ìpínlẹ̀ Èkìtì wojire ilẹ̀ yìí ilẹ̀ yálẹ̀ Èkìtì iṣẹ́ oyè báyìí mọ̀ dúpọ̀ yìí gbìyànjú sílẹ̀ kámúbàrún olè Èkìtì ayélujára jùyà.
In response, the Ekiti state government launched the construction of the Okeyinmi Ajilosun Flyover, a project designed with international best practices to finally cure the capital city's traffic malaise. Built with reinforced concrete pillars and engineered for durability, the flyover promises to restore sanity to one of the state's most vital arteries. Beyond the steel and asphalt, the project is about saving time, reducing stress, and reopening the flow of commerce. Currently at an advanced stage with foundation and piling works ongoing, the flyover already stands as a testament to what happens when planning meets action. Once completed, it will dramatically cut travel times across the capital, revive businesses that suffered under the weight of congestion, and give Ado-Ekiti a landmark of modern urban design.
Excellency was here last week to monitor the stage we have gotten to at the progress on the project, to also inspect the quality of the job and ensure if we are doing the job according to the specification. And then he was very happy with what he saw, and he saw that the work is in progress, and that by the grace of God, in the few weeks time, we should be rounding up the job.
Lórí flyover tó ń ṣe yẹn, ó jẹ́ nǹkan tí tó lọ far, is a good project fún Ekiti state, pàápàá jùlọ fún our transporter, because nígbà míì tí a bá, especially festive period, tí a bá ń bọ̀ láti Èkó, tí a wọ Adó, tá bá dádó a rí pé Adó máa wà ráúdì tó jẹ́ pé a ní rọ̀nà gbà, a ní ríbi lọ. Àwọn tó fẹ́ lọ straight, wọ́n fẹ́ jáde kúrò nínú gbòòrò Adó, wọ́n á ṣe wá go through inú ọjà tí gbogbo ẹ̀ kàn jam pack, kò ní sọ̀nà ibi tó yẹ ká rìn within 5 seconds, a lè máa fi bí 1 hour a wà ní hold up tí ò dẹ̀ yẹ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀. But with the help of this bridge tí gómìnà wa ṣe bá wa ṣe yìí, in fact inú wa so dùn, because ní down lane yẹn tí a bá ń bọ̀ straight, a kàn gbàbẹ̀ straight ni a wọlé sínú terminal. As you can see, tẹ́ bá ń wò ẹ rí pé ó free, bóyá bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń bọ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan yẹn ẹ rí pé bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn free. Tó bá yẹ pé tẹ́lẹ̀ unlike before bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń bọ̀ yẹn kẹ́ tó wọ bíbà ẹ rí pé kò ní easy, torí gbogbo àwọn alákòóso, àwọn taxi driver, gbogbo wọn park sójú ọ̀nà tí gbogbo ẹ̀ á kàn jam park, ẹ̀ ní rọ̀nà gbà, ẹ̀ ní ríbi gbà. But through help bridge tó ń ṣe, ó jẹ́ kí gbogbo ẹ̀ easy fún wa. So and we commend our governor pé iṣẹ́ gidi náà ṣe fún àwọn ọmọ nǹkan tá a need ní táìmù tí ó tọ́ àti ìgbà tó yẹ. Sórí nǹkan tá a need tó máa ń jẹ́ kí ìlú tètè develop nìyẹn, pàápàá jùlọ nínú terminal yẹn. Ṣé ẹ mọ̀ pé bí terminal bó ṣe wà ń sìn, ó jẹ́ kí bridge yẹn kó beautify bí báyìí, torí àwọn tó bá ń bọ̀ láti outside the state tó bá rí bridge yẹn, wọ́n á mọ̀ pé orí bridge yẹn ṣe express, so kò sí nǹkan tó lè disturb orí bridge. Bóyá wọ́n fẹ́ jáde nílùú, wọ́n á gun orí bridge yẹn lọ straight. But èèyàn tí ó bá jẹ́ pé inú ìgboro ló ń lọ, láti mọ̀ pé abẹ́ bridge lọ wá gbà, so á jẹ́ kí nǹkan ó easy fún wa.
Wàá lo 2 hours ní kó tó dé Ìdìgbò. Nǹkan tó bá lọ ní túbàlì tún bẹ́ẹ̀ wàá lo tó ibi láàrin ibi lásán láti bẹ̀ yẹn, hold up tó wà bẹ́ẹ̀ kì í ṣe kékeré, bẹ́ẹ̀ ti báyìí ó ti yá kíákíá. Torí àǹfààní tó wà bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé tí mọ́tò bá ń bọ̀ tó bá ń lọ straight, bóyá ń lọ Ẹ̀kẹ́rẹ́, bóyá ń lọ ìlú ibi tó jìnnà ni, kò ní sí hold up, àgbàtòkè. Ilé tó ń fẹ́ yanu terminal kò ní jẹ́ kí hold up wà, àgbànú terminal. ajá èrò tó lé já tó bá dẹ̀ lọ náà tó máa lọ àwọn taxi àwọn ọlọ́kadà àgbà ìsàlẹ̀ ó fẹ́ jáde bẹ̀tẹ̀ ilé tó lọ straight àgbà tètè so àbí tó wà bẹ́ẹ̀ nìyẹn.
Báwo bíbí ìṣerí tẹ́lẹ̀ a rí mọ̀ yìí pé ibi ìgbà tí wọ́n ṣe bíríìjì ó ti wá jẹ́ kí bí kó wà òkè ó dẹ̀ ti jẹ́ kí bí kó wà pa ó fine ó ṣe é wò ó dẹ̀ tún mú níwòye tèmi ó tún mú ìtẹ̀síwájú wá torí ó ti jẹ́ kó ṣe é wò gẹ́gẹ́ bí state capital.
Few years back we have only like that this keke is not up to 20 in Ekiti years back, but today is above 500 to 1,000 to 2,000, so they are increasing. One, the project will be of a kind of beautification first, but secondly, when you look at it critically, you know that in the next 5, 6, 7, 10 years to come, this place will expand. There will be more people coming from urban areas now, getting more large. So that's why it's more relevant. But the project beautify the state to make it look fine.
The Ekiti Indoor Sports Complex. For too long, Ekiti's young athletes have had to leave home to find world-class facilities. Talented basketball players, boxers, badminton stars, and volleyball champions often travel to Lagos, Ibadan, or Abuja just to train or compete on standard indoor courts. This talent drain not only deprived the state of its sporting glory, but also left a generation of youth with limited opportunities to develop their skills on home soil. Recognizing that a gold medal is first forged in the facilities where an athlete trains, the state government embarked on building the Ekiti Indoor Sports Complex. This is no ordinary community gymnasium. Built to global specifications, the complex houses a regulation-sized main court capable of hosting everything from basketball and volleyball to badminton and handball at national and international levels. Surrounding the court are carefully designed changing rooms, modern conveniences, a spacious spectators gallery, storage areas for equipment, and even a fully equipped kitchen to support extended tournaments and camps. Every detail has been considered to create a true factory for talent. Currently, the structural framework stands complete. When fully operational, the complex will serve as a launchpad for homegrown champions, a venue for national sports festivals, and a powerful tool for channeling youth energy into discipline, excellence, and Ekiti pride.
Ìpínlẹ̀ Èkìtì wojíire ilẹ̀ yìí ilẹ̀ ẹ̀yà lèkìtì yìí ṣe oyè báyìí mọ̀ dúpọ̀ yìí gbé ọ̀sìnlẹ̀ kámúbàrún lèkìtì ayélujára jùyà. Èkìtì lọ́mọ olúṣù àrògùrò ẹ̀wọ̀n ọmọ olóṣè méjì takotabo. Ìgbélárugẹ oúnjẹ àgbẹ̀dàgbàsókè lórí o. Èkìtì ní alára ọgbà ẹ̀dá òye. Ìṣèjọba kan dára káyé gbàgbé ẹ̀dá òye. Èkìtì ní alára.
The VIP usually should be on the side. So you play left to right, left to right.
So they play like this. They play this. Yeah. Almost now.
Ètò ẹ̀kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ gẹ̀jígẹ̀ lílẹ̀ yìí. Èkìtì ní alára ọgbà ẹ̀dá òye. Wọ́n bá ṣe kàn ṣètò ìṣúná ayẹyẹ dé dàgbàsókè.
This project officially began last year, May, and you know, we are at the superstructure level now, and especially at the point where the rakers, as in the seed bleachers, are being constructed. You can see there are different sides to this level where we are in now,
you know, the VIP area. You can see the rakers are, you know, done already. So the popular, the other side is ongoing, while the structural work for this other side of the popular and the rear too, you know, are ongoing. This project was designed, you know, according to international, you know, best practice. You know, this is a world-class indoor sports complex, and as such too, it's been constructed as well, following all international best practice in construction. Of indoor games will be played there when completed, and I think this is a good one for Ekiti people, because at the end of the day, this is going to project, you know, Ekiti State general, you know, in a global view when it comes to sports and water view. You know, if you look around, you will see, you know, at the ground floor we have this is the court itself. So we have the changing room for different groups. We have the visitors, the home team. We have offices at the ground floor, and also we have where the shops where maybe sporting materials and all that, jerseys and the like will be sold. And at this gallery level, there are VIP, kitchen, you know, offices and all that. This is an indoor, this is a total and inclusive indoor sport complex that is ongoing here. So where we are now, we're almost at the roof level. Once we are done with this, the rakers, then we have the roof, the gutters, and then the roof covering comes into place.
What makes this project truly remarkable is not just what is being built, but how Governor Biodun Oyebanji's administration enacted the Ekiti State Local Content Law, a groundbreaking policy that mandates contractors to prioritize local artisans and source materials within the state. This zero capital flight mantra ensures that the millions of naira circulating on these construction sites feed directly back into the local economy. The welders, carpenters, block layers, and suppliers are Ekiti people. The sand, gravel, wood, and fabricated steel are bought from Ekiti businesses. Property is not being shipped overseas. It is being shared at home. To guarantee that these high standards are not merely ink on paper, but still in the ground, Governor Oyebanji has become famous for the unscheduled site visits. There are no red carpets rolled out. On a random Tuesday afternoon or a quiet Saturday morning, he appears at the Flyover Older Sports Complex, hard hat on, inspecting material logbooks, checking the thickness of iron rods, and speaking directly with the workers. Its hands-on oversight ensures compliance, deters counter-coating, and sends a clear message. Ekiti's project will be built right or not at all. This is not just about keeping the delivery date, but by making sure they keep to international best practices specifications to ensure lives are protected and properties stand the test of time. Governor Biodun Oyebanji is not given to haphazardly done jobs.
The indoor sport hall is going on. I made a promise to our youth that we will support sport development, and I must commend Aaron for a job well done. And we were here together like a month ago, 1.5 months ago. You can see the difference between then and now. And I'm sure that by the time we come back again, you'll see a further improvement in this project. And I'm also happy that they've conformed to safety standards. You know, in all of the project sites, we have not had any foreseen situation, and that which gladdens my heart. So I'm full of commendation for the contractors, for the workforce, and for also for the ministry officials that are supervising the project. And I'm also happy that they adhere strictly to our local content policy to ensure that Ekiti indigenes are taken on board in the construction, in the various construction sites. You know, this will lead to transfer of technologies and improve their skills and make them useful to themselves and to the society. So I'm extremely happy with what is going on.
When you talk about local content, from day one, Mr. Governor made us to realize that that it is a must for us to involve, the indigenes in, on this project. And yourself, if you look around, you will see, apart from few of our key, technical workers that we brought in from Lagos, majority of our workers here, you can see some of the iron benders, they are Ekiti people. Some, carpenters from here. If you look at almost 100% of those ring castings there are, Ekiti indigenes. So that is inclusive. So we are deliberate about that, because Governor gave us that specific, mandate that, Ekiti people must be involved, and that is, exactly what we are doing. It's been so beneficial, because if we want to, start bringing all these workers from Lagos, and it will be too expensive for us, because they are here, they are domiciled here, and then it was very easy for us to co-opt them into this project, and it's been good so far.
When we started this work, I spoke to the contractor that we have our sons and daughters in Ekiti that can do better, that can do this work. We monitor it, because I go there regularly to see how they are faring. We have our iron bender, the bricklayers, the other people that are working here. They follow the local content law in Ekiti State, and we are monitoring it. Even they have a book, they have a notebook that they jotted all these things, because we want to see it. We want to really believe they are using our sons and daughters in Ekiti.
Baki ọ̀gá báwo ó gbé flyover bridge síta contractor kan gbé kò èmi pẹ̀lú ọ need the safety officer, so bọ́ yìí pé ọ need the safety officer èmi náà mo dẹ̀ ìwé mi mo mú ránṣẹ́ sí ọ ọ̀dẹ̀ pè mí fún interview, mo ṣe interview ọ̀dẹ̀ gbà mí wọlé o mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ governor ya, and I pray God will continue to grant him more wisdom, knowledge and understanding to guide this state to a greater level.
Living and working in Ekiti, it saved me money, reduced my stress, and interacting with my family. Those are the benefits working in Ekiti as an indigene of Ekiti. If we can see more, I'll be very happy, because I wouldn't like to leave Ekiti State.
So, here we stand, between the roar of engines at the flyover and the echo of future victories inside the sports complex. One structure will untangle a city's daily gridlock, saving hours and reviving commerce. The other will create the dreams of a young athlete taking a first shot at glory on home soil for the first time. But look closer. These are not just concrete and steel, they are statements. Every pillar driven into the earth at Okeyinmi says Ekiti will no longer be a place you pass through, but a destination you arrive at. Every seat bolted into the spectators' gallery of the sports complex says Ekiti's children deserve to train where they live and win for where they come from. Governor Oyèbánjí understands that true development is not a sprint. It is a deliberate, hands-on, ground-up construction of a legacy. With the local content law keeping wealth at home and his own hard heart making unscheduled visits to check iron roads and material logbooks, he is building more than infrastructure. He is building accountability. He is building pride. The future of Ekiti is not coming slowly. It is already busy at work, and on this episode, we have seen its two strongest pillars rise from the soil, one carrying traffic, the other carrying hope. Stay with us in the episodes ahead as we turn our lens to more projects shaping the face of this land. In Ekiti, the foundation is everything, and it is being laid before our very eyes.
Yes, before our very eyes, as witnesses of history, Ekiti is on a trajectory of accelerated development, a development that speaks to the needs and demands of the people for now and the future. The shared prosperity vision is on course and the testimony is sure. Thanks for watching this episode of the program. Join us for more on the progress being made that is endearing Governor Biodun Oyebanji to the arts of Ekiti, making them yearn for more. You know what I mean? You can watch this episode and previous editions on our social media platforms showing on your screen. See you again next time. Goodbye.
ìpínlẹ̀ Èkìtì wójúire ilẹ̀ yìí ilẹ̀ ẹ̀yà lèkìtì ṣe oyè báyìí mọ̀ tó kọ́ yìí gbìyànjú sílẹ̀ ká mú bàrún olèkìtì.